Hey guys, it's your boy Pro Cheese Blue, and before this video starts, I know it's been a while. I've been slacking very terribly, and the delay of this video is unexcusable. So here I am. I'll make this very well done. Okay, so before getting into actual boot camp, there's some essentials really that you must have that'll help you a lot. Maybe learn to sew a bit. Go to the pool for a while. Spend hell time with your family or friends or loved ones because you won't see them for a while. Train to only take a dump once a day because that'll help you a lot daily in boot camp. Try to volunteer a lot and you might get the bill of squad leader guide. That'd be pretty great. Make sure you listen to everything very carefully. Never eat proteins or carbohydrates if you know you won't do much physical activity. PT on square away time, so your drill instructors get to notice you and take a sight that you are trying. Talk to other recruits during receiving week, just because there's incredible homesickness that you have to endure for the first few weeks until you get a certain acceptance of it. Drink a lot of water, even if you're not thirsty. Someone to entrust with an address so they can post it on some social network, that would help a lot because you get plenty of letters. Tell them to send a bunch of protein bars because the whole platoon loves you after that. Now get into actual receiving week. Before actual boot camp, you have to you really gotta spend time with your friends and fam. Day prior, I told my mom, yeah, that's all I need, my ID, a little bit of money, and that's it, and my recruiter's card. I was getting pretty upset. My mom was telling me, like, she's gonna be a little bit alone, and we have 3 cats, so we weren't really she wasn't gonna have much company besides them. And because I'm gone, she's gonna be having extra money to feed him. And I told her to spoil my ginger cat, because he's gonna be lonely and have very homesickness without me. I also got to go to Carl's Jr. with my girlfriend, some other friends. Last moment I had with them was pretty alright. I had been telling my girlfriend that I was gonna miss her, and while it didn't seem like that at Carl's Jr., she didn't believe me still, and she got upset with me. I'm telling her that, of course, I will miss you. I have no idea what expects of me besides homesickness for a pretty long while. And was that really true? Then I got to 10 o'clock, meet up with RSS, got to the recruiting station. Had my phone for the last time. I was texting my girlfriend, yeah, I'm gonna give my phone away now. She said the most cheesy line, saying, go be a Marine. Oh man, fuck. And I had acceptance to it. I would definitely try not to fail, not get dropped any week. I said I love her, and I gave my phone away to my mom, and I was like, damn, I'm not gonna see that thing for a while. And then 5 minutes later, I talked to my mom, telling her I love her, I miss her. I will try my very best to make it on ship date and not fail any event. I hugged my mom for a while, and then she was gone for a really long time. I shipped off on the same date with a friend, which I didn't really talk too much, but I got to know him very well in boot camp. Went to Maps. We went to a hotel. It's pretty chill. Next day, went to Maps. Make sure you listen to everything they say. You only get one brief, and if you mess up, ooh, that'll be bad. Getting towards 6 o'clock p.m. of Sunday, we're getting ready to go. We processing everything, waiting for the bus. Head outside. It's raining. Get on the bus. Oh man. Anxious as fuck. takes about 20 minutes to get there. Then we stop. I see the whole. We get inside the base and we're waiting a bit. It's, keep in mind, it's 6 o'clock p.m. It's not the traditional like midnight kind of scary theme going on at MCRD San Diego. So we get there early as hell. We got one drill instructor who didn't even look that intimidating. Now, I come in there, yellow footprints, yelling as loud as fuck as I can, motivated, encouraged that I wouldn't get discouraged, but that was really mistaken. And we get in there, we process a little bit of our stuff, we get our camis, we get our war bags, and our laundry, and then we just chill at this one administrative room for like ever. And eventually they have us do admin work. What the heck, this isn't boot camp. They had us do administrative papers, some really easy stuff for all the other platoons. We were in there for 3-4 fucking hours, just doing paper after paper after paper after paper. Oh man, like, this isn't boot camp. And after then, I was getting really goddamn tired, fatigued, and just wanting to go to sleep so bad. And then we finally get started processed, and I'm head bopping, I'm tired as hell. My friend to the left and right just like telling me to pick your head up, pick your head up. Jesus Christ, how can I be asleep? How can I be this damn tired? And then we got our sea bags, we get all our stuff, we get put into the receiving barracks, which have these arches that look like the halls of Montezuma. It's not, the receiving barracks look pretty nice, honestly, but it's just receiving. Receiving is gonna be miserable, you're gonna be tired as hell, homesickness, but you don't do any training yet. You get an infamous peanut butter shot that will really surprise you with the amount of pain you have to do it at first. After that, it's just soreness. You will then have all these medical and dental things processed. Keep in mind, you're all walking around, you're all tired as hell. You're wondering, when does after training start? When will we stop being treated like trash? All throughout boot camp, you'll be treated like trash until you're a Marine. For now, you're the lowest kind of trash. There's receiving recruit trash, then you upgrade to phase 1, then phase 2, then phase 3 recruit. You get a little bit more respect. And then from that point on, you know it'll get better. Get into Black Friday. It's the day you've been anticipating. All until then, you've been doing painful, like standing around with running shoes, going through fire watches, tired as fuck. Speaking of fire watch, you'll be doing these really easy fire watches, and for some reason, you'll see people get this kind of like traumatized, freaking mumbling in the sleeping, and that'll be pretty normal. You'll see people get coughing all the time. You'll see people being homesickness to the first week. That haircut that everybody gets, it really demotivates you. You get the first time you get to see what snack nasties are, and the chow hall. Over in East Coast they call them box chow, and here we call them snack nasties. Just a little brown bag with a sandwich, chips, maybe an egg, juice, fruit punch, and a protein bar. All decent stuff, but it could be better. Small portions, I hate it. Get used to hygiene and naked, because that's just normal. Get into Black Friday, you have to do the IST. If you fail the IST, well, you're going places even worse. After that, you get all your sea bags, you get all your stuff that you got from receiving. Make sure you're organized as hell. Please make sure. Make sure you know how to make your rack pretty fast. Make sure you're completely organized and you tell all your buddies around you to not put your shit together when you dump them, because it's gonna suck. You're in your you're lined up to go to your barracks. Make sure the person in front and behind you and whatever column you're in are pretty cool, because those are gonna be your partners for, those are gonna be your rack mates for the next 3 months, unless your platoon decides to change it up. Black Friday is going to be chaotic and unusual and a bit of a blur, when you're gonna get your drill instructor creed with mine was just 4 drill instructors coming on deck, coming in front of us. I did not pay attention to look at them in the eye. I just looked straight forward. I was kind of intimidated, like, goddamn, 4 drill instructors. Oh, this is gonna suck today. They look pretty intimidating, those campaign covers. And our senior drill instructor is this small Hawaiian dude, came in the Marine Corps infantry to kill. Like, goddamn, that's scary as hell. Our J-Hat, he's a black dude, packaging specialist, still pretty scary as fuck, enthusiastic about drill, and he can kill you at IT sessions. Oh man. Our knowledge hat, oh man, he's so cool. Named Staff Sergeant Ferriola. He was well known within Charlie Company franchise, because he's funny as hell. He can give you some funniest and damn worst roasts ever. Our kill hat was a first cycle drill instructor who scout sniper, who he had a really high attention to detail that can go very minuscule to like IPs or small fidgets on your face. Those are them. Black Friday, as soon as they give you the drill instructor creed, you get up, you move fast, you go around the house, they tell you what to do, they tell you how it is, you get the supply inspection, and you start getting your stamp kit and stamping stuff. Make sure you're aware of how to use a stamp kit. You will have all this stuff going around. I have no idea what happens really for the rest of the day besides supply inspection. And then after that, you go to chow. They show you how to eat a chow. They show you how you sit at chow. 45 degrees between your feet, heels together. Your back will not touch the back of the chair. You will look straight down at your foot only. And when you're done, you shall get up and say the proper greeting to ladies and gentlemen. Getting towards the evening, it was still a bit chaotic, still yelling at us the whole time through. They did not stop yelling until literally lights when we went to sleep. By then I was like, why? Why is this getting way worse? I thought receiving was bad. This is way worse. And I was just getting through receiving. After receiving week, you'll have to endure phase 1 of recruiter training. And it has to be the worst, because it's the first month your journalists are with you, and they just hate the living hell out of you. First Sunday you're there, they'll show you how church is, where you go. You have the option to go if you want, or stay behind and stay with drill instructors, which can suck if you're just the only one there, because they'll fuck with you pretty bad. They'll show you how to drill. You take drill seriously, because that's gonna pay off in initial drill and final drill. You'll PT every week, almost every week, day and morning, towards like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, for like an hour. You'll do some McMap, Marine Corps martial arts program stuff, which is pretty cool. We're trying to get a tan belt by the end of boot camp, but you should totally strive for a green belt, brown belt, black belt after in the fleet, because that stuff looks pretty cool. You occasionally might get a mandatory appointment to medical or dental. Like, I went to dental just to get some wisdom teeth out, which is stupid. A few days in, they'll give you the incentive training brief and show you what being IT looks like and how kind of bad it looks. I remember the first morning after the IT brief, I was doing everything right. I wasn't getting anything wrong in the morning, but I started seeing people get pulled off from online and getting pulled to the quarterdeck. And like while we're doing our normal morning routine, I just hear yelling, a bunch of yelling on the quarterdeck. Like, And I look over it. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Those guys are getting sweaty. Look bad. You get a bunch of classes in phase 1. You take it seriously, especially first aid classes. First aid is some of the stuff people fail in the final exam in boot camp. So make sure you take hella notes on the 4 different first aid scenarios that you have to endure and be tested on. There are the tourniquet, there's a splint, a sucky chest wound, and a chemical burn. The splints is really goddamn hard. I would definitely take a chance to look it up on a video before you go to boot camp. Take first aid seriously, take hella notes, and practice, because they'll test you every now and then until T55 final exam. Phase 1 is a hell of a blur. You'll be tested on a CFT once. You'll be, well, phase 1 really towards first, second week you're with drill instructors. They'll start pulling on your name tag on your shoulder, and they'll be figuring out your names soon enough. You don't want them to know your name. You don't want them to recognize you as a scumbag who gets IT'd. You don't want to make your life worse. You get the CFT, you'll be doing hella drill. You'll get to realize soon enough that there's inspections that test your bearing knowledge, ability to perform drill, all that stuff. You'll have your first inspection, the senior drill instructor inspection, which is unusual because it surprises you. It really does. It just, simply put, drill instructors will inspect you by seeing your ability to perform inspection arms. They'll see your bearing, if you have a straight face while you answer the questions that they want you to know. You will not speak at all at forward arms. All that stuff. Half my platoon failed. I was killing it, but our senior drill instructor got really pissed. Soon afterwards, we got platoon IT'd. Every guy IT'd, so it was bad. Bad day. Firewatch can be pretty bad if you don't know how to salute, if you don't know how to respond properly, don't know how to give the report. The first few hours, Firewatch or drill instructors will be awake. Getting towards the end, they might be sleeping. Some of them might be gone. Just be very aware. Getting towards the last week, you'll be doing some confidence courses, including like the obstacle courses, including the A tower, some walls. Might do the stairway to heaven. You'll have this one, like, hold on to dear life with these 3 wires. Simply, you have to maneuver through this wire by holding on to it all the way to this course. You fall, it'll fall on net, or you fall in some 10-foot water. And it's not pleasant when you fall on your camis and you have to go back to your squad bay because you're wet. I fell in. It was goddamn awful. Freaking drill instructor's like, yep, trying to get out of training, right? No, sir, please, no. You gotta change out from your camis into your other boots because the boots you have right now are all sandy and wet. So fuck that. And it can turn out to be a bad day because people afterwards still got IT'd. Oh man. You can be training out there in confidence courses or obstacle courses for like an hour or an hour and a half. Pay attention to all the techniques I show you and how to do every obstacle, especially rope climb, because people still fail at that by the crucible. Pay attention to rope climb. You'll be doing swim qualifications, basic. Easy stuff. Just don't get pink eye, otherwise you won't get in the pool, and you miss out on your 3 days of opportunity. If you get pink eye, man, you will not go in at all. You miss your 3 days, you're gonna go away. You'll hear that a lot from your drill instructors. You're gonna go away if you're messing up a lot. You'll also be tested on initial drill. Your whole platoon will be evaluated on how well they have on discipline, ability to perform drill, all that stuff. That will affect your position and how well your drill instructors like you. If you mess up that bad, they're gonna hate you. They're gonna think you're trash. Every event you do is a competition. You must try your best so your drill instructors don't hate you as much. You do the best round, they'll love you. You PT it from square away time, they'll love you. If you don't have any onesies and twosies and individuals, it's gonna go great. Just try to make your drill instructors hate you less all the time. Then you'll be given the initial PFT. You're doing pull-ups, crunches, and a run time. All that stuff's hella important because it'll go into your records in the fleet. All that stuff will be phase 1. And phase 1 has to be the worst. Before you go on to phase 2, Camp Pendleton, you'll be given another series of shots, including the peanut butter shot again. You'll pack all your stuff the day prior. You'll have your war bag, all your linen, your blankets and sheets rolled up. Make sure you keep it organized. You know what your stuff is. Make sure it's labeled, all that. And then you'll be setting off to putting your sea bags on a truck, get on a bus, and then you ride on to phase 2 Camp Pendleton. And it gets worse. Once you step off the bus, it puts you on the parade deck all quick, all rushed. Find your platoon, you form up, they take accountability, and then you get used to the new ditties like face left, face left, face left, face left. Fuck, no volume. Alright, face right, face right, face right, face right. Step in, step, step, step. AT&T. That's when you literally reach out and touch somebody. And depending on how loud you sound off, how well you're tight, and no one falls out, will determine how long you're out there power walking with a war bag, linen roll on your war bag, and weapon sling on your right shoulder. Give me maybe 5 minutes, 30 minutes. You decide. It can get pretty bad. Once you step in your barracks though and like get yourself situated, you can still get sent back out there. So don't fuck around. If you don't make the counts, that might be what happens. Fuck my stuttering. Anyways, after that you go to chow, you see how it is, what's up. You get long tables and they're different. It's way different than San Diego. You got your portions are smaller too, which sucks. You can only get one peanut butter packet, one fruit. And after that, on Sunday you'll probably go to church, hella lit, music enthusiasts everywhere. Go to supply. Monday to Friday is grass week. You'll learn how to aim, breathe, use steady trigger control on your M16A4 service rifle. You get tactical slings, which is pretty cool. And all that stuff. From the first day, you'll get to meet your PMI, show you who he is, give you a background of what he is, who he is, what he does. Primary marksman instructor is probably one of the coolest guys you'll meet in boot camp, besides your coach in table 1. They keep it chill. You're there from the morning of like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock to like 3 o'clock. You're away from the drill instructors for a little bit. But obviously, transition from phase 1 to phase 2, you get a little bit more respect, just a little bit. Your drill instructors They still treat like shit, like phase 1, but it's just a little bit better. They roast you more. And then one of the first things they just teach you is just breathing, how to listen to orders, because you can become a safety violator, and those are usually the careless people, not listening and focusing, not paying attention to where the muzzle, the barrel of the weapon is facing. You point at somebody, oh, you might be kicked off the range. You might go back to TDA 1. Just don't mess that up. Everybody is a safety officer, even recruits. If you feel that something is categorized as unsafe, just call someone out and tell them to be careful. It's just a certain principle you have to follow through with. Even if your weapon isn't loaded, like even the coach or some block or PMI knew your weapon wasn't loaded at the time, you just can't point that thing at anybody. It's a principle of knowing the 4 safety rules. You'll know you have a whole ditty on that. You have a whole ditty on the functions, cycle of functions with the M16 Air Force Service Rifle, and even functions check. Charge safe, squeeze trigger nothing, semi squeeze, hold charge cone, squeeze release, charge burst squeeze, hold charge cone, squeeze release charge safe, ejection port cover closed, mission accomplished. Sir. You'll be challenged on that stuff. Cycle functions, you don't really know how to, well, you kind of do. Firing, unlocking, extracting, ejecting, cocking, feeding, chambering, locking. Some important days you'll get to know. You have to know different weapons conditions too. That's kind of important because you'll be tested on that kind of knowledge. Weapons condition 1. Shoot, I don't remember the exact ditty, but weapons condition 1 is a bolt forward, round in the chamber, ejection port cover closed. Weapons condition 1 is basically a loaded M16 on safe. With a magazine and a round. There's no weapon. Condition 2 does not apply to the M16 Air Force Service Rifle. Condition 3 is a round chamber, no magazine inserted. Condition 4 is no round or magazine. That's basically the difference, but there's more to it than that. Once you get done with your PMIs for the morning to afternoon, you just kind of the drill instructors. You'll have some hikes too, fucking 3-mile hike, 5-mile hike. They can be rigorous if you're not prepared. If you don't eat with correct nutrition or hydrate with salt packets on your food. Prepare for those, because those hikes can slay you, especially small people. The weight is not proportional to your mass. Everything is 60 pounds. So if you're 100 pounds, 120 pounds, it's gonna suck ass. Be prepared. Get your legs ready. Get your back straight. Get ready to carry a lot of weight. Push you around a lot. Make sure you don't miss a single training day on grass week, because everything is important for table 1. Table 1 is when you're tested on your ability to shoot. The entire schedule after you do a day of shooting range, shooting hundreds of rounds in your M16, you'll be cleaning that thing for hours. And because there's literally nothing to do after range in table 1, your drill instructors will be itching to IT somebody. So keep a straight face and just clean your weapon, and don't make your day way worse. You'll be doing the 8-mile hike on that same week, and 8 miles is a bitch. The way we had it, we went around a lot of places on Edson Range Field, and we started getting back to our base. We literally walked past our barracks, and then went around the base. Oh fuck, they fucked with us. And I was fatigued, ready to stop by those barracks and just stop, but no, we just kept marching, power walking all the way around some of the obstacle courses here there on Edson Range. It was quite a troll. They also have the night hike towards the end of that week, which is pretty easy as hell. It's quiet, it's chill, it's one of the best hikes you ever have. Just watch your step, don't trip because it's dark. Then we'll be getting into freaking week 7. Oh man, table 2 and field week. Oh man, it sucks. You have another series of shooting on a range you have to qualify for on table 2. Table 2 is kind of fun, man. You'll be doing tactical reloads, speed reloads, shooting at close range, like 100 yards, 25 yards. It's pretty easy stuff. You fail on that stuff, well, you might not want to do Marine Corps. You can't be qualified as a marksman, at least. Table 2 is fun as hell. Coaches, you don't really talk to them much. Your PMI, you don't hardly talk to them. You don't really interact and have that bond like you did in table 1, which is really great. And then you'll have goddamn rest of the week, which for the field. You'll have this admin movement, which is god awful. All that main pack stuff that you usually have in your hikes, plus like 10 MREs, it's heavy as fuck. You're only moving 2.5 miles, but to the field breaks, but it's way heavier than you think it is. You're tired as hell. You're just trying to step, and people just keep fucking jogging, screwing over the whole squad. It just got awful. You'll see like half the company fall out. Hope to God you don't have your sand hikes. There's some companies do hikes on like beaches. The sand will fuck you up. Thank God Charlie Company didn't do that. You'll have your hikes, but none will be as bad as admin movement. This one just slays you. I was falling out for the first time pretty bad. I was scared as hell. My drill instructor was like, if I pass you, you get dropped. I took him seriously. I'm like, oh fuck no, please no. I can't go back. I did fall out behind him. Like, fuck, I'm gonna go. No one actually does, but you just get a bad IT afterwards. Towards that field training, you'll be doing lad navigation and a bit of some combat obstacles, which are a pain in the ass. Fuck low crawls. Low crawls absolutely ruin your goddamn elbows and knees. Living in the field is terrible, man. I don't know. I hate the field. I'm not an outdoors person. That thing just sucks. Firewatch in Edson Range field barracks. Oh man, it's cold as hell. Hygiene just sucks altogether because you get in this hygiene pit and you have no fucking counter to hold your stuff. You're just there with your hygiene bag. Yeah, and just standing on grass, just putting your shit on the floor, trying to shave with no fucking light, trying to brush your teeth with no fucking light, no counter, no shit. It's what the hell? What is this? You have terrible hygiene in the field. You have no fucking haircuts in the field. Hard as hell to shave. Terrible fucking heads, bathrooms. And I hated those whole food days there. We only slept there for like 2 days, but it was some of the worst days of my life in boot camp. Because it was also one of the worst days I had interactive with drill instructors, because we were getting our MREs out of our main pack. I couldn't find mine for like good 40 seconds. Then some drill instructors, at least 4, were on my ass. Like, oh man, it was bad. Worst time I had with drill instructors. And then we went on to, after all of that land nav, combat mindset, obstacle courses you have to do with your field instructors, you'll finally get the hell out of there, pack yourself back to Pendleton, and then make your movement back to phase 3. Oh man, phase 3 is hell lit. Stuff gets way more chill. You get treated way better. Things start to lighten up pretty good. And for us, phase 1 we were like in winter time. Phase 2 we struck between winter and spring. Phase 2 you always have your sleeves down, but phase 3 it was springtime. We're starting to get told to train and practice rolling up your sleeves, make your sleeves look nice. Rolled up sleeves are pretty cool, honestly. We get back to phase 3, hella motivated. Like, oh man, gangway phase 3 recruits. And we had our sleeves up, it was pretty great. We went, but I was just so appreciative to go back to San Diego Barracks. San Diego was just so great. Moving to Pendleton was bad. Moving to Pendleton Field Barracks was terrible. I have that huge appreciation for San Diego all over again. And that's when things started getting way better. Heading to phase 3, we had sleeves up. We're hella hyped for MCRD San Diego. First thing we do is team week, and all you do is literally working duty, all this stuff for Marines and maybe other drill instructors on base. Help out all the operating Marines in MCRD, and it's the first opportunity you have to get away from the drill instructors and do easy stuff. Just do a bunch of working party, and it's pretty great, pretty chill until the afternoon when we get back to drill instructors. You'll be shown to clothing again, just to get your uniforms, your special uniforms, your dress blues, your service, oh man, all the good stuff. You get sort of higher respect as phase 3 recruits because people have known how you have endured a bit, and you're pretty close to earning that title. You also have the series commander inspection. Whether you're lead series or fall series, you're gonna have a series commander inspection, and you can still go away if you're doing pretty shitty. You don't have that bearing, you don't have that ability to perform drill or knowledge. They're gonna think you don't qualify as a phase 3 recruit, and you can go all the way back to phase 1 if you're that bad. So take inspection so seriously. I was not very qualified at rolling my sleeves up. We barely had a chance to roll our sleeves up for like 2 days. I was terrible at them, so mine were bad. I was scared as hell when I did bad on that inspection. My chief drill instructor was on my face. Oh no, please no. It was bad. Don't miss out on the day you go to uniforms, because otherwise you miss out pretty bad. You'll have to go another day, and it gets worse. You have your CFT, your combat fitness test again, and that one will go on the records for how well you did in boot camp. And your fleet, whatever Marines you meet in the fleet will determine how good of a Marine you are based on those scores. You have PT week, which is just pure training for CFT and the PFT. And you'll also be doing hella drill on P2 week, because that's the week before finals week when you'll be evaluated on T55, final drill, and company commander inspection. Phase 3, you might also be offered a single phone call. We got one phone call towards second or first week in phase 3. It was one of the most grateful things I am to have when I went there in boot camp. Oh man, the same phone call you make in receiving, in that same room past the yellow footprints, you get the same phone call for 5 minutes that you graciously accept from your senior drill instructor. Oh man, those are some of the best 4 minutes of my life, because first minute I'm trying to call my mom. I bet she was sleeping. I called her again. I waited. She picked up. I was like, "Hey mama." I was so deeply emotional by hearing the voice of some loved one back home after so long. I was like, "Yes mama, please take care of the cats. I promise I will make it by my graduation day. I will not fail. I will keep going. I'm so close, mama." Yeah. I was so happy. Everyone's crying. Man, we get back to training. Take things seriously. You take the final drill seriously, because final drill determines how well your drill instructors evaluate you as Marines, even during Marine Week. Every event's a competition. Remember that. And how well you do in those events is how much your drill instructors will hate you or think you're all right. T55, I said pay attention to those first aid examinations, first aid scenarios, because those are so damn important. You'll also be evaluated on your MIG map and have a MIG map test. You are not allowed to turn left and right and look at the other fighting maneuvers that other people do. Otherwise, you'll be violated, and you'll be violating the test and be treated as a cheater and have integrity violated. That's what's called. It gets way better though. You take training seriously. You focus on company commander inspection, serious commander inspection. You make all your uniforms look great, because company commander inspection, you will be in your service alphas, the green pickle suit. It honestly looks pretty great how well you treat it though, because you will have to sew this alpha belt. Pain in the ass, but it all looks great. Looks hella great. Just be very careful with the uniforms. You'll be treating your uniforms, your badges, your ribbons all throughout phase 3 very carefully. You will be inspected by your drill instructors before inspections to see how well you look in them and how shitty you don't look in them. You'll have to go and buy and be given an Eagle Globe and Anchor for uniforms, but you would not put them on until after the Crucible for the battalion commander inspection. After all that stuff, after T55, you get to go to the museum with these old Marine veterans who have had experience in wars. They'll feed you a bunch of knowledge about their history, the old Marine Corps, the way it was. It gets way better. And you have the sustainment hike, which is not a hike really, it's just a walk. You're walking all over the depot with your main pack. Pretty light stuff, pretty easy. You see the rest of the depot and how it is. It's pretty easy, honestly. They'll tell you about Marine Week, the best week you're there. All the great stuff about Marine Week. After all that stuff, you start packing. You start getting ready. You'll be evaluated. You'll be getting all these motivational guided discussions from your drill instructors about the Crucible. How this will be the evaluating, anticipated week of all boot camp. It's also one of the hardest weeks and most rewarding. You have all your stuff packed. You're ready to go. The same way you went to Pendleton to phase 2, you will go to Pendleton again. You get off, you get that bus. You get treated the same way, freaking brown Saturday. Walking around 20 minutes. Oh man, you're tired as fuck falling out. Haven't been back to Pendleton in a while. Miss out all the hiking stuff. Oh man, it's bad. Instead of the barracks you went to in phase 2, you get to these Crucible barracks, which are honestly pretty great. It's pretty, the foot lockers are strong as hell. Firewatch is chill as hell. Firewatch is easy. And you'll just wait, anticipate till that Monday. I think you get there Sunday, and you'll be there Sunday evening. Just wait till Monday. Monday, you have the infamous, horrifying gas chamber. You'll make a movement all the way to the field area, and if you paid attention during LATNAV, you'll see where the gas chamber is. All of you will be situated over there with your desert cambis, and you'll have they'll be handing out these gas masks and these gas mask bags. You'll be instructed. You'll be given a crappy class on how to tighten them, how to put them on. It'll be your duty to help the person left and right of you, to make sure they get their gas mask put on correctly, and that they help you too. Because if you don't have your gas mask on properly, oh man, those are gonna be the worst 5 minutes of your life. It's really, you're only tested 2 minutes in CS tear gas, but you'll be in there 5 minutes, part of the time with your gas mask on and filtering the air out. You get lined up in all 5 platoons, and what actually happened to us in franchise was they had all the fuck-ups, all the quote-unquote sarcastic all-stars, all the terrible Marine recruits, and they'll put them in different line. I was part of the line because apparently I was that bad, because I really was. I was not the best recruit at all whatsoever. And all 5 platoons and then all the fuck-ups in one single line. You see the first line going in there, and like, oh man, there they go. For the first few minutes, it's alright, nothing's happening, and then you hear a bunch of loud ass coughing and yelling and loud noise in the gas chamber. Like, what the heck? What is going on in there? That sounds bad. And then you see him run out, freaking coughing like hell, nostrils opening up for boogers flying out. It's just like, whoa, that looks bad. Line after line after line, you see them just go in. Oh man, we're next. Get in there. We have the gas mask on. There's like a little bit hazy in there. There's fans. There's freaking. You'll have the first sergeant there. You have chief drill instructors there. You have your seniors there. You just get ready for all these. They'll just test out your gas mask, see if it works right, and then they'll say, when they say gas, that's when you signal. You do the hand and arm signal and yell gas for gas in the premise. And they will say, get your mask off the body. And when you do, oh man, when I did it, as soon as I took my mask off, I kept my eyes open. I took a little bit of breath in. Oh man, I was dying. I was freaking dying. What feels like you're dying, it's really just you coughing with a bunch of crystals in your lungs. You will not die. You might pass out if you're that terrible at cooperating with an uncomfortable environment. God damn, you feel like you're dying. You swear to God, you feel like you're dying, but you'll make it through. It's not that bad. You'll see people around you going insane, putting their hands on their head, freaking dancing around you. Oh shit, like, you need to calm the hell down. Otherwise, your drill instructors and first sergeant, they'll just get on your ass. Just take it seriously. Take small, minuscule breaths. Put saliva on your teeth, and that itself is a small filter. You don't, if you keep your mouth closed, just have your teeth closed too, and have saliva filtering it. It'll make your life less miserable.
It's not true. It's the guy said the fuck with this.
Nah, man, it works.
Bank illness, he's like, yeah, you just do this. He's like, no, I'm just fucking you. That does nothing.
Oh man.
He does that. He's like, no, I'm kidding.
That's gas chamber. And then you'll proceed on to go back to your crucible barracks, pack up for the crucible, and from that point forward, when you move to your crucible field barracks, you will do the crucible. It is not that strenuous. I will not say anything about it because it's sacred. It's some of the worst 2 days you'll have in your life. From that point forward, if you made it that far without much concussions or bad injuries, you will hike the Reaper, and the Reaper is god awful. The hike back's worse. What you will endure will be some of the most uncomfortable thing you'll haven't done in boot camp, and it'll be well satisfying when you get that EGA ceremony. From that point forward, you will be on Marine Week, man. I will not say anything about it, but Family Day and graduation day have to be the happiest moments of your whole 3 months there. It really feels absolutely completing when you get to see your family for the first time in so long on Family Day. If they do not come on Family Day, hopefully graduation day, it is the best time of your life. Family Day, you'll have that motor run, motivated as hell. We ran as Sergeant Major. All your drill instructors are pretty lenient now, ready for you to leave. After that easy 3-mile jog, you head into your barracks, clean up, hygiene, put on your service, Charlies or Bravos, depending on the time of the season. Some of the last moments you can have with your platoon. March out there in front of the theater, waiting to be dismissed for liberty from your drill instructors. Some of the best 6 hours I've ever had. I was released. I saw my uncle, my aunt, cousins, and I saw my mom. I only teared up a little bit. My mom, I saw her, she started crying like hell. It was such a happy moment. I miss them so much. Freaking had a bunch of quick conversations telling you how it is, what boot camp was like. I got my phone a little bit after we had some food. Started posting stuff on Snapchat immediately. I'm back. It was such a great time. I spent so much time with them that it was kind of getting late. I kind of got to my squad bay a little bit late, but not enough time to get dressed quickly enough. We had our evening BDR. We slept all happy, lights, knowing it was the last time we'd sleep in boot camp. Got up early as hell in the morning, got our chow, got ready, got all our stuff packed. We gave away one sea bag stuff, Family Day. If not then fuck, you're gonna be getting a lot of stuff graduation day. And then we got dressed. No, we hygiene first. Make sure we had a clean shave. All our stuff was clean. We put on our dress blue deltas. We picked up all our shit, so damn heavy, and hurt calluses on our hands. Picked up one sea bag with a garment bag all around it with the rest of our uniforms, and a war bag. Oh man, it was so heavy. Walked all the way down to the theater. We were lucky because we're Charlie Company. Our barracks were right there next to the theater. I can't imagine what their battalion had to do. Or even 2nd Battalion. We went out there, went to the theater. We got our last brief from 1st Sergeant and some other drill instructors. And we, after the briefs, we literally just waited until the ceremony. They queued us out. They rushed us out because they fucking hated us. They're like, "Fuck you guys, we're just gonna push you out. We're tired. We want to just get this cycle over with." They pushed us all out. We got in our positions on the next to the theater until our chiefs marched us out. We all marched out, proud as fuck. Slow ass cadence. Left, right. Low, right, left. It's like a slow, powerful marching stride. And we get set out there, parade rest, sitting out there for a while, standing out there for a while. And if Lee series gets cued to march out, you hear that proud music coming from the Marine Corps band over there, other side of the parade deck. And then Fall series gets cued then. We show our freaking dress blue tails, we show our blue trousers, marching around the parade deck. I see my family at the corner of one bleachers, and they start cheering when I walk by them. We get halted, all of us together. They give honor to the company, a guide honorman, all the guides. They return the guidons to the drill instructors. All of us are back in formation. And First Sergeant is going to give senior drill instructors their final command. To order them to dismiss their platoon. Needless to say, this will be the most welcome order these Marines will be given all 3 months. The proudest moment happens. Senior drill instructors, dismiss your platoons. Aye aye, First Sergeant. Here I'm on order from platoon 1041, 42, 43, to 45 and 46. Platoon 1045. Dismissed. Aye, Staff Sergeant. Hoorah! Oh man, I'm finally released. I'm finally out of here. I can go now. I can go home. 10-day leave. I congratulate the Marines left and right of me that I appreciated being with for those 3 months, enduring the suffering together. I got to be a family. And needless to say, after that, I was very happy. Feeling being accomplished and over with in boot camp. I spent a lot of time at the MCRD market buying a lot of stuff. I had like $1,700 in my balance, so I kind of spent a lot of money. I bought a fucking PS4 for my girlfriend. It was funny as hell. I head out outside in civilization. It was the weirdest thing ever, seeing people in civilian attire. Everyone's civvies, everyone's normal, everyone's different. What the hell? And I'm in my Just Blue Deltas. We head out to this freaking this burrito and taco restaurant, literally like less than a mile away from the depot. It's so strange, such a weird day. After all that time, we traveled back to home, 2 hours in the car all the way back home. I finally got to go home. I saw my cats for the first time in so long. I miss Gringo, my ginger cat, and I miss my other 2 kitty cats. And I told my mom, hey, video record me so I can see how my cats react. My cats weren't that surprised. I was like, where's my mom at? Like at least like 10 minutes later, I'm standing there telling them about boot camp is. Where's my mom at? And then I realized that she comes and brings my girlfriend, and my girlfriend was pretty happy. I was. And that's when I started my 10-day leave. I tried to catch up with society for the past few months, even though it was so difficult. I just had some of the best, most relieving time I've ever had for a good long while. I'll talk about Marine combat training later. Thank you so much for listening. If you have made it this far, God. Just gotta know that boot camp, it's an experience that can never be explained in words or the video I put out right here. You have to endure it yourself to know what it felt like. All the suffering, misery, immersive training, pride, and hella funny stuff that happened during boot camp. There's so many things that happen in boot camp. It's just fucking weirdest and funniest 3 months and most miserable 3 months in my life. And that EGA ceremony fills you with deep pride. That's all I have to say. Thank you again for watching. It's your boy, Private Cheeseburger, signing off.